Good morning, students. Welcome to your e-learning session, the computer lecture. I request all the students to kindly remove their workbook and a pencil. We will begin with a new topic today, which is Introduction of Word Processor. Now we all know, students, what is Microsoft Word or a word processor is. We all have seen it, we all have used it during our practical sessions. Let us try to have an in-depth knowledge of Microsoft Word processor. So I request all the students to kindly open their workbook to chapter Introduction of Word Processor on page number 6. Now students, let me ask you, what do you understand by word processor? What do you know about word processor? I'm sure you all will start saying it's a document. It's a feature by Microsoft, right? Let us try to understand and know what about click at start, then select program, then select Microsoft Word. Once the word is loaded, two windows appears on the screen. Outer window is called application window and inner window is called document window. The document window is used to create and edit Word document. When we start Word, it provides a blank page which have name document 1 by default. So here it is introducing us to Microsoft Word, which says we should have a Windows operating system and Microsoft Office as the application installed. Now these are the two prerequisites of starting a Microsoft Word: a Windows operating system and MS Office. MS Office is an application which contains programs like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, etc. So once the Word is loaded, as you can see in the picture below, there are two windows that appears. The outer window is known as the application window. Application, as it says, the Microsoft Word application window. And the inner window is called the document window, which is also known as the working area, where you type your text, edit your document, or you work your area. That is the working area. Now by default, students, the title of the document is given as document 1 by default by Microsoft Word till the time the user changes it to the name as per the user's choice. Till that time, the name of the document will appear as document 1 or document 2, depending on the number of programs that you open or the Microsoft window that you open. Now down is a picture of Microsoft Word, a blank document. This is how you can understand. The top row are known as tabs, where you see file, home, insert, page layout. The highlighted tab is known as the active tab. Then we have rulers. Then we have the document header, document area, which is also known as the working area. Then we have view buttons, zoom slider, and various other options, as we will continue to learn further. So I request to move on to page number 7. See the picture. Now in the picture, there is view option, or the view tab is highlighted or selected. Let's read. In application window, as we can see in the picture, and you can observe in practicals too, standard formatting toolbar along with the ruler are displayed. Alright, so in this application window, as you may have already seen this in the practical labs, students, so just try to relate the terms and the various locations of the names of the various features. So standard formatting toolbar. What is a standard formatting toolbar? And what is a ruler? We just saw the ruler in the picture that I showed you. We will understand what a standard formatting toolbar is, and other options like title bar, menu bar, standard toolbar, formatting bar. We will learn all this in the videos further. Take a look at this picture, students, as we are learning. So see the image, the title bar, menu bar, standard toolbar, formatting toolbar, cursor, ruler, status bar, working area, scroll bar. These are the terms that we will learn and understand. Remember this picture, as the next topics will help you to understand better. So let's read. Here is one more picture for your reference. You see again the title bar, the menu bar, standard toolbar, formatting toolbar, then we have help, ruler, scroll bar, right? Let's read. Title bar. Top most thick bar which has the name of the application and active document. So what is the title bar? It's the name of the application and the active document. Like as we all have names, right? Be a boy or a girl, we all have names. The title has been given to us by the name. Similarly, in the Word, the title bar displays the name of the document. Then the menu bar, beneath the title bar, menu bar is located. It displays the menu options like file, edit, view, insert, format tools, tables, windows, and help. Now try relating this menu bar as the menu card of a hotel or a restaurant. I'm sure we all have been to the hotel at least at once. We have, as soon as we enter the restaurant, the waiter or the server provides us with the menu card. Similarly, in Word application, we also have menu bar, which contains options like file, edit, view, insert. Like in a hotel menu, in a restaurant menu, you may find options like starters, veg starters, non-veg starters. Then under those headings, we have several other options, right? So similarly, in menu bar, we have the headings as file, edit, view, insert, format, and so on. And once you click on those heading menu bars, we get several other options. Like you see in the picture above, we have clicked on view, and then the sub option or the sub menu of view has been displayed. What is the standard toolbar? Beneath menu bar, standard toolbar is located. It has icons which allows quick access to commonly used commands. Right? So the first comes the title bar. It should be at the top. Then under the title bar, you will have the menu bar. Then under the or below the menu bar, you will see the standard toolbar. Now standard toolbar is nothing but it has all the icons which are commonly used, like blank document, save, convert, then spellings, grammar. All these options in the form of icons are available under standard toolbar. Formatting bar located beneath standard toolbar and provide commands for formatting. Formatting is nothing but making changes to the appearance of your text or the documents or the images. So formatting toolbar helps us to format or make changes to the appearance of the text that we have. If you see in the picture, it gives you the options. See here, this is how the Word document will appear without the names. The name is for you all to understand. Where is the title bar? Just below the title bar we have the menu bar. Then below the menu bar you see the icons, that is known as the standard toolbar. And just below the standard toolbar we have the formatting toolbar. Let's turn the page. Ruler. Ruler provides page measurement and allow access to margins, tabs and indent. So ruler, which is on the left and below the formatting toolbar, it helps us to manage a page vertically and horizontally. How much space needs to be given, or how much the print preview, how it should look like. So these can be done with the help of the ruler. Then we have the scroll bar. It allows one to navigate through a document up and down as well as left and right. The ruler is on the left, the scroll bar is towards the right, and this is to move vertically. And for horizontally we have the ruler on below the formatting toolbar and the scroll bar just above the status bar. Let's see how to create a document. So creating a document. A document is a file which has data in the form of text, graphics or any object. Let's create a document. By default, when you start Word, it gives you a new document. But if you are working with one document and want to have another new document, then simplest way is to double click on new blank document icon on standard toolbar. So two ways of creating a document. Let's say if you are opening this application for the first time, like a fresh application. So as soon as you open by clicking on Start, Programs, then Microsoft Word. As soon as you click on Microsoft Word, by default it will give you a new document, a blank document with the name as Document 1 or Document 2. Let's say you are already working on a Word application. You have the Word application open and you want to open a new Word document. So here it is mentioned, the easiest way is to double click on new blank document icon on the standard toolbar. You can see this in the picture. New blank document is the first option. Take a look. Below guys, or below students, it is the theory part which you will understand with the help of this. Take a look at this picture, students. This will help you to understand better how a standard formatting toolbar looks like. This is the standard toolbar with all the icons. You see the first option is the new blank document. Then we have open, save, all these icons with their names shown below. As you can see in your picture as well, in your textbook or in your workbook, it says new blank document, open existing file, save, print preview, right? These are all the options. So if you read further, here the names of icons are self-explanatory, or other way to create a document is click on File menu, select New. A dialog box will be displayed. Select blank document and click on OK. A blank page with default font and margin will be displayed. On the title bar, document 1 will be shown and you can start entering text. One can type the text with the help of keyboard to enter text in a document. The I-beam, mouse pointer or document insertion point can be placed at the point of the text insertion by clicking on it, and one can start typing. As the text being enlarged, the cursor keeps on moving towards right side one space. I-beam shows the cursor position. When you type in word, one need to press enter key to move to the next line as cursor reaches end of the line. If word does not fit there, it automatically moves to the beginning of next line. This feature of Word is known as word wrap. When one page is filled with typing, Word automatically carries the text to beginning of the next page. Whatever we type, it is kept in RAM, random access memory, computer. If electricity goes off, then one will lose all the text what we have typed. So one must save or store it on hard disk. Once it is saved, you can continue to enter text. So this paragraph is trying to explain us about the other way of opening a new Word document, wherein you can click on Start and click on File menu, or you can click on File menu and select New. As soon as you select New, it gives you the option of blank document or open an existing file. I'm sure students, you all have worked on Microsoft Word in our practical sessions. As soon as we start typing, the mouse pointer, which is in the form of arrow, turns to capital I. That's why it's shown as the I beam. It looks like a beam, right? It keeps on blinking, right? You can relate this? Great. So as soon as you start typing the text, the cursor or the I beam starts moving towards the right, one space. Now, as in when you enter the text, you need to press enter if you want to begin a sentence from the next line or from a new line. However, in Windows there is a feature, as soon as you reach the end of the line, the word automatically shifts to the next line. That feature is known as word wrap. Now as soon as you start typing, once you open application, Microsoft Word application, and you start typing, the application is not saved. Whatever work you are doing is unsaved. It's by default the name of the document is given as document 1. Now imagine you are working and due to the electricity breakdown, the computer shuts off. Whatever work you had done will be lost because it was not saved. You remember we had discussed about random access memory, the types of memory, random access memory and ROM, read-only memory. So here's what is happening. As soon as you open Word application, the data is stored on random access memory. So unless and until you save that document, if there is a loss of electricity or power cuts off, the data will be lost. So it's of utmost important that as soon as you start typing your text or as soon as you start creating a document, you first save the document. See the third option says save. You click on save and the file will be saved. And then you can continue typing your text. So once the file is saved, even if the electricity breaks down, whatever work you have done will be saved, and next time when you restart your computer, you will find your document the same way you left it last. Name of Word file. As we know, all the data we save on computer are saved in the form of file. The text typed in a word processor is saved as a Word document. We must give a name to the file, and Word automatically gives file extension .doc at the end of the file name. By seeing the extension, one can make out in which word processor document is created. The next page continuation, it says ed.doc is an example of Word document and .txt is Notepad. Right? So naming a Word file is nothing but giving a name to your file that you have created. Now, as we all know, students, whatever work we do on a computer, the data is stored in the form of a file. The documents are known as the file. So whatever the text that you have typed in word processor also needs to be saved. And by saving, what we mean is we give a valid name to that particular file. As soon as you give the name to the file, Windows automatically provides an extension to identify what type of document you are saving. So in Word, for Microsoft Word, the extension is .doc. And in word processors, we can identify what type of document we have saved. Right? For Microsoft Word, it is .doc and .txt means Notepad. Right? Like I told you all in the beginning, in word processors, we can create and open files which have extensions like .doc, .docx, .html, .pdf, .txt, .xml, right? These are all the extensions of various applications which falls under word processor. Let us continue reading saving a document. One must save a document while working with it. The easiest way to save a document is to click on the Save button on the standard toolbar, or we can save it by Save or Save As command from the File menu. To save a document, we have to follow the steps. We have to follow these steps. What are the steps? Click on Save command from File menu. It will display Save dialog box. Select the drive and location where the document has to be saved. This helps us to organize the files topic wise. If you do not specify folder, then by default Word will save file in My Document. Enter the file name in the file name text box. You must give a meaningful and suitable name to the file. Click on Save button. Save As command is also used to save a document. By using Save As command, we can save a file which is already existing by another name. When a document is saved, Word gives .doc extension by default. Save command is used to update when an existing document is modified. Word has autosave option which allows to save the document after a specified time interval automatically. For that, click on Tool menu, select Option, click on Save. Turn on the Save Auto Recover info. Every then in checkbox in blank space type the time gap, say 5 minutes. Word will automatically save your document after every 5 minutes. Auto save option creates a separate file. So in this topic, student, it is telling us how to save a document, or the instruction or the steps involved in saving a document. I'm sure, students, we all have hands-on practice during our practical sessions. However, to cover this up, we will understand in this way. Take a look at this. This is how we go about saving a document. You click on Save either from the standard toolbar option here, the third option that we see, Save. You can directly click on the symbol or the icon of Save, or you can go to File, click on the File menu, and under the File menu, the sub menu options will come up, which are Save, Save As. You can see open, close. So when you click on save, the dialog box will open. This dialog box will give you the option of the location where you want to save your file. If you do not specify any location, by default the windows are designed to save your documents in My Documents folder. Now when you are naming your file, we have to ensure that a valid and a meaningful name is given to the file. Now below the save option, we also have save as. What is the difference? Now save will help us to save the document that we have typed. Right? Save helps us to save the characters or the text that we enter by giving a suitable name to the file. Now save as will create a duplicate file. As soon as you click on save as, it will create a duplicate file so that you can create 2 or multiple files by giving them different names. We also have an option of auto save. Now auto save is nothing but it is the automatic work of saving the document. Like in cell phones, we all have the screen timeout option, like due to inactivity, like lock the screen after few seconds, few minutes, right? 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Similarly, in Microsoft Word, once we give or specify a time period like 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 10 minutes, the system automatically saves the file. That is known as autosave. Let's read further to understand what navigating a document is. Navigating means browsing through the portion of an active or open document by using mouse, arrow key, tab key or any key combination. The keys page up or down. The keys page up or page down move the document up or down on the screen. The cursor keys, also known as arrow keys, left, right, up and down, moves the cursor one space in the arrow pointing direction. The cursor keys up and down in combination with control key moves cursor to the starting of previous paragraph and next paragraph, whereas right and left arrow key in combination with control key moves cursor one word to the right or left of the cursor respectively. Let us turn our page. Home key puts the cursor to the beginning of line. End key takes cursor to the end of the line. Page down, page up, home, end. These keys also have control and alt keys combination commands. Right? So the navigation or navigating a document means nothing but browsing through the portion of an active or open document. The browsing means we can move up, down, left, right. We can move throughout the document, the portion of the document. Now how do we do that? We have the mouse which controls the arrow key or which controls the movement of the cursor. Then we have the arrow keys, the tab key or any key combination used. Now we have already tried using the page up, page down, up, down arrow keys. Right? This helps us to move the cursor from one point to the other point. Now page up will directly skip few lines and take us to the beginning of the page or start of the page. Page down will skip few lines and bring the cursor downwards. Left will move the cursor to the left. If you press it once, it will move one space. Similarly, if you click on right or you click on the right arrow, the cursor will move to the right. The home key takes you to the end of the starting of the line, and the end key takes you to the end of the line. Now listen to this, students. It's not the end of the paragraph, but it's the end of the line. The home key puts the cursor to the beginning of the line. The end key takes cursor to the end of the line. Okay, it's just talking about the line, the beginning of the line and end of the line. So all these keys, page down, page up, home, end, these keys have their individual functionalities. Also, if you use them with control key or shift key or alt key, they have other functionalities. We have already done this in our practical labs. However, since we are learning introduction, so once we have practical labs working as usual, we can continue, or we can learn, or we can do our hands-on practice once again. You see on the keyboard in the diagram, you see the function keys, the numeric keypad, normal keys, direction keys, right? So these are the various types of keys. Reading further, one can navigate through a document using mouse by clicking the mouse wherever the insertion point is required in the document. Right? We can use the mouse, we can control the mouse pointer, and wherever we want the mouse pointer or the beam to appear, we can simply take the mouse pointer to that place and click on it. The mouse pointer will begin or allow us to type or begin typing from the place where we clicked. This is known as the navigation or navigating a document. So when we hover the mouse or when we move around, we are doing nothing but we are navigating through the document. Now what is editing a document? Edit means to make some changes. Let's see. Editing a document means inserting, selecting, deleting, deleting, moving or copy the text, etc. Word processor have simple editing process, so one does not require an retyping. It should be word processor have simple editing process, so one does not require any retyping. Simple, students. Editing means we can insert, we can select, we can delete, we can move, like we can make changes to our text, documents, or the appearance of a document. Now in word processor, we have simple editing process, so we don't need to have the workload of retyping the text several times or time and again. The next is inserting text. One can insert the text in the document anywhere by clicking mouse pointer, as by default Word is in insert mode. So by default, as soon as you open Microsoft Word application, student, you will see the cursor at the starting point, the blinking cursor. That is the insertion point. Now we can insert text, we can insert pictures, we can insert shapes. Depending upon the type of document that we are creating, we can select or insert the options that we require. Simply we go to insert, which is next to view, and we get the options. Selecting text. Sometimes we want to make changes in a sentence or paragraph instead of word or character. So selecting word by word or character becomes difficult, so select entire sentence for that. Put mouse pointer at the point from where you want to select and hold down left mouse button and drag the mouse pointer through the text you want to select. Then release the mouse button, entire text is highlighted. If you want to select entire text or all content of the document, then you can select by select all command from edit command. So this is talking about selecting a text. Selecting is nothing but highlighting a text or the which you want to make changes for. So how do you select? You click on the starting point, you left click, and without releasing the click, you drag. You hold the left click and you drag it till the point you want to select the text. Now rather than deleting the words like letters by letters or word by word, which is tedious task, word makes us simple. We can select the entire text and we can delete them or we can edit them according to our requirement. Now let's say we have to select the entire text in the document, all the text that is there in the document. So we do it by going to the edit window, or we click on edit tab, and from there we click on select all. The shortcut way to do is you click anywhere and then you press on control the CTRL key and the letter A, control A. It will select the entire text or all the text. This is another example of navigation pane. Now what we learned was navigating a document, right? How you move around the entire document. Now this is navigation pane, which is a space given by the word which can be useful for us to move the document depending upon the section that we want, like the heading, the subheading, and so on and so forth. What is deleting text? To erase block of text or a sentence from the document, select the text and then press del key. If you press del key and then you realize you don't want to delete the text, then do not worry. Word allows one to undo last action. Undo button is available on standard toolbar, or you can select from edit menu option. Now deleting a text, right? Deleting or backspace is nothing but it's the eraser. It erases the document or a text. Now we can use the backspace key or the delete key. The difference between these two keys, if you're using a backspace key, the characters to the left will be deleted, and if you're using a delete key, the characters or letters towards the right gets deleted. This is the major difference. Both are used to delete the text or anything that's on the document. However, the major difference is backspace deletes or erases the characters towards the left, and delete key erases characters towards the right. Well, let's say by accident you deleted the text which you didn't want it to. The Word gives us the option to undo our last action. And how we can do that? We can go to the edit menu option and undo. Click on the option undo. Undo command reverse the action performed. With the advancement of Word, you can use undo and redo command for more than one action. Now this line explains that undo command is doing nothing but it is reversing our last action. With the advancement of Word, we can undo or redo more than one action. We will try this in our practical sessions, or the students who has desktop. We can even try this on a cell phone. You can install Microsoft Word and then you can do a hands-on practice. And this is the technological advancement. However, we will continue this part. Once we do practical sessions, we will understand or we will be able to relate these terms. Then we have replacing the text. Select the text which is to be replaced and start typing new text. Replacing. We just have to concentrate on the words, students. Replacing means to replace a thing by another one. As we know, we change places of students, we replace, we shuffle them, right? Similarly, if you want to replace a text which has been typed in error or it came before or after, we can simply replace that text and we can start typing the new text. Copying and moving. One can use copy and paste command to make duplicate or use cut paste command to move the text from one place to another. For that, select text and use above commands. So copying and moving, it's nothing but cut, copy, paste. You have typed few sentences and you need those sentences again. So rather than typing those sentences again, Word gives you the option of copying the text and then we can paste it, which is the cut, copy, paste option, which helps us to save our time. Unlike the typewriters did not have the option of copy text or all these options. So it was a bit difficult because while using a typewriters, the users or the typewriters had to be very careful because any mistake could not be avoided or any mistake could not be undone. Unlike we have in Word, if we do any mistake, we can undo it. We want to copy or paste multiple texts, we can copy and paste it. So this is the example of advancement in the field of technology. Right? The word processor, it's one of the important document or important feature that helps us to create our documents and make our work easy and faster. What is a clipboard? Clipboard is temporary memory space provided by window which stores selected text by executed cut or copy command. When one uses paste command, stored text from clipboard is inserted at the same point of insertion immediately. Or you can simply select the text and click on copy icon on standard toolbar and then place cursor to the place where you want text to be copied and click on paste button on standard toolbar. So clipboard, it's nothing but it's a temporary memory space provided by Windows. What happens if you've selected a text? So it goes or it is copied on the clipboard. And when you start, you can print or you can paste that particular text wherever you want. We have also seen this in our cell phones, guys. And when we want to forward some message or when we want to copy some text and forward it to some other people, then you get a message as soon as you select and then copy, it says copied to clipboard, right? Down is the option which shows how do we copy and then paste. These are all the terms and terminologies which we have already practiced in our practical sessions. However, we are understanding the terms related to these features, and once we have our practical sessions as usual, we will be able to understand better as we get hands-on practice. We will continue further in our next lecture. Until then, thank you for your time and have a nice day, students.